face big expectations in the Bronx, and 2021 is no exception as the Yankees open up at home against the Toronto Blue Jays. The Yanks, of course, were bounced in the AL Division Series last year, so this is a team hungry for more. With more on that and this year's model, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, a fired-up fan base has come out tonight to try and help lift their home club to a big opening day win. And an air of anticipation is mounting as we approach the first pitch.
Yankees skipper Aaron Boone knows the high expectations for this Yankee club. When you have a lineup featuring DJ LeMahieu, Aaron Judge, Gleyber Torres, and Giancarlo Stanton, big offensive numbers are expected. And the Yanks led the American League in runs scored last year. And Jamison Tyone and Corey Kluber join a loaded pitching staff with Garrett Cole, Aroldis Chapman, and Luis Severino. But the pitchers will need some help if New York wants to reach their potential. The Yankees committed a league-worst 48 errors in 2020. Tighten the screws a bit on defense, and there could be big things coming in the Bronx.
Thanks, Heidi. And on that note, let's get things underway. Welcome to those of you just joining us. We're in the 6th inning, nobody out. Now to the plate, Marcus Semien.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
Now that pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
Semien in an 0-2 hole here.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Trying to send him packing for the second time.
Oh, that's too high. Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work. Now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here he comes again, 1-2. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Stepping in next, Bo Bichette, his career line against Garrett Cole. He's 0 for 8. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today, pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
Cole has his target. Here's the 0-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. Well, Yankee Stadium, of course, features a number of nods to the great history of the organization and its legendary players. But apparently, when you hit 52 home runs as a rookie, you rightfully get your own cheering section built in your name.
What a magical year 2017 was for Aaron Judge. The slogan, "All Rise," fit him perfectly. What's really cool about it was the Yankees weren't even sure he was going to make the team coming out of spring training. He emerged into the scene, was the talk of baseball going in.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Still no score. Digging in, the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the AB on its way. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly, and that's out number 1.
Up next to the designated hitter, Giancarlo
Giancarlo Stanton now. His past history with Hyunjin Ryu. He's gone 3 for 11. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1.
Oh, that's out.
No runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. Next to hit is Luke Voigt. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch on the way.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Too high. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, Tim.
2 out, nobody on. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Seventh inning ready to roll. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Now here it comes. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
2-0 now.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Now Cole's delivery, 2-0. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. Missed with a knuckle curve there, and now it's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
A high fastball is in there.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Kevin Biggio stepping up now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 delivery.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88, and at this point in the game, that's a good place to be, so I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Cole has his target. Here's the 0-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Into the box now, Lourdes Gurriel. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate. Good command of the off-speed pitches. Very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. We are still scoreless. Next up will be Gleyber Torres. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the AB on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Into the box, Clint Frazier. This will come up empty that time on a sinker at strike 1. His past history with Hyun-Jin Ryu, he's gone 2 for 8. Down the first baseline. This will wind up a foul ball, strike 2.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You cannot not come through in this situation.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Well, good fundamental baseball might just win him this ballgame. They had the go-ahead run at second base, so this guy knows exactly what he has to do. Just a simple ground ball to the right side gets that guy to third, and now all sorts of ways to take the lead.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. The Catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. Can't make the tag on him. He's safe. And they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
Next, it'll be Gary Sanchez. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Yankees 1, the Jays nothing. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. He struck out and popped out in his 2 previous trips.
Number 44.
First offering on its way. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on.
There's a swing by Tellez as he gets a lot of this one out to deep right field. And that is off the wall. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
Wow, when I heard that and saw it leave his bat, I thought we were going to be all tied up, but it just didn't have enough to get out of here, so he's going to have to settle for a double. Tying run on second, and now things are officially getting interesting.
Danny Jansen is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Nope.
1-1.
1-1.
As a look, now the pitch. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
George Springer the next to hit as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. Hit out towards second. LeMahieu towards second. He's got it in time to first, and there are 2 away. So stepping in is Marcus Semien. The potential tying run for him at third base. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down the way, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Tellez at third with 2 away. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. H. Cole is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Number 36, A.J. Cole.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
The second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Liner towards second. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Well, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. High in the air down the right field line. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
At the plate now, Aaron Hicks. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Into the second deck and gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. First home run of the campaign for him as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. High fly ball out to straightaway center. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman.
So next to bat will be Luke Voigt. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. First offering. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, digging for 2. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Ryan Barucki enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Number 56.
Clint Frazier will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. As a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. But that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Simeon's there on to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run home run. One last shot for the Jays coming up. It's now 3-0 New York. New inning set to get underway, and stepping up as the shortstop, Bo Bichette. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Into the windup and the pitch. 2-2.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Oscar Hernandez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. Cole into the windup. Here's the 0-1. Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
So now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
High in the air into shallow left center. And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
Well, we emphasized earlier in the telecast what a lift it can be to win on opening day, but what do you really think this means, D-Ro?
Well, for the winner, it's a huge confidence boost, Dan, no doubt. But for the loser, hey, it's just one game. You shake it off, remind yourself you're at the beginning of a long season, and you come out ready to play next time.
Heidi, put this one into context for us.
Well, this team got a big opening day win yesterday, and they're looking to double down on that momentum by making it 2 straight to start the season. But the guys in the opposing dugout have other plans. We have got 2 teams trying to get their young seasons off to a strong start, and this game is mounting towards an exciting finish.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Up next, Gary Sanchez trying to bring in the time run from third here. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
This at-bat's going to be absolutely epic because now he's mixing it up. He's got a little cat and mouse working, and as an offensive player, you got to step out of the box and say, all right, he's respecting me a little bit. I can't be all-in fastball.
Comes set, the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last chance for the Yankees. And he struck him out, and the ball game is over as they get the possible tying run over to third, but can't get him across. So the Yankees will go 2-0 to start their campaign.
Yeah, they would have loved to have gone 2-0 to start this campaign, and they had a chance there late in the game, Dan, to get it done, but it wasn't meant to be.
Well, D-Ro, we'll just have to see if they can bounce back tomorrow and put themselves in a position to claim this series. That would be something they'd feel real good about moving forward, that's for sure.
The Yankees have kicked off their first road trip of the season here in this game, and for a word on that, here's our own Heidi Watney.
Matt, the average MLB team will travel more than 25,000 miles in a season. That's more than the circumference of the Earth. But one thing that makes all that travel easier to handle, winning. If this club can pull off a win here in this first road game of the season, they might just start a habit of traveling in style.
Thank you, Heidi. So here is Clint Frazier in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. And he makes the play to end the inning. Yanks strand a pair. Score remains steady at 6-4. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. And he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
The third baseman,
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a 2-bagger.
Willie Adames is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here comes the 0-1. Left side, but well foul. Wendell leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Mike Zunino is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. 1 left for Tampa. They still lead at 6-4. Peter Fairbanks comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go as the 3rd baseman, Gio Urshela.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Away the 0-1 pitch. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Ready now is Gary Sanchez. Lifetime against this particular arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Fairbanks certainly comes at you with the big fastball, but the only knock on it is the apparent lack of control he has over that pitch. Might not always know where it's high and deep to left center field. Back goes Kiermaier on the warning track. He makes the catch. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
That fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Hard liner to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
All right, Dan, as a former closer right here, you get 2 quick outs in the 9th inning, and then you give up back-to-back knocks. Are you 1 pitch away? What are you telling yourself?
You know, sometimes the hardest thing to do, D-Row, is to get that 1, 2, 3, 9th inning. 2 base hits in a row right now, and this is where you really have to make some good pitches. It's never easy pitching the 9th inning, and this is an indication of that right here.
So now to the plate, Aaron Hicks. He sways and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory.
Catch is made, and the Rays have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
So travel in style they will not, or at least not until tomorrow. In their first road game of the season, they come away with a loss, D-Row.
Well, Heidi was right, Dan. You'd like to win early to set the tone for the trip, but the fact is, it's just 1 game. You shake it off and you come back tomorrow and try it again.
A1, I ain't talking steak sauce. Run it now and I'm a great boss. Run it ain't for the weight loss. Matter of fact, I'm trying to be the cake boss. Fill up the bag to the brim right there. Steam in the shop, make it in right there. Gospel truth, got his hand right there. That boy stay by the rim right there. Step my dough just like it's philo. Try to Uber, pick me up on Pico. Yeah, got some in the back like some mosquitoes, and I never play myself. You getting low on the placebo. These C-notes getting them looser than that's how it is. And Primo is the feeling when this trio get down the biz. I heard you need a hit. Got the gloves, you been ollie with the slip. Shower me with love, already bathing in drip. This ain't a skip, blue chip on the mission, finna dip. Pole position, Lil. Been a long time coming. Haters gonna be part-time loving. Haters been a long time running. It don't matter.
Well, in case you don't follow this ball club too closely, Gleyber Torres is being talked about maybe as a player to watch this year, guys.
He sure is, Matty V. Even though he's already looking like a key contributor, he's still a young player. But most people around this organization just think he's going to keep getting better and better.
I agree with you, Dan. I think he can actually take a leap forward in his development this season. He can make a big difference for this team. I'm excited to watch him play live in this one and see what he's got.
Second inning set to go, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Gleyber Torres.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
Infield in the overshift here now. The pitch. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come into this one looking to make amends for a loss last time out that put an end to a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1, and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
Next up will be Gleyber Torres. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Torres aboard here at first with nobody out.
Come on, big guy.
Sent on the ground out to second. There's one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Now one down with the bases empty, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Torres scoops it up. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be digging in will be Lourdes Gurriel, his career line against Garrett Cole. He's gone just 2 for 13. On the ground is short. This could be two. Torres has it. And he's safe. And now here is Rowdy Tellez trying here to plate the tying run from second. Cole sets. Here's the 0-2. Oh, it's tailor-made to short. 6. The throw pulls him off the bag. Next for New York, Gleyber Torres. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Grounded to the right. Scooped up. Throw on to first. Gets him, and the side is retired. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. His previous history with Ross Stripling. He's a .333 hitter. Down the left field line and deep. 4 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors for the Yankees to this point. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Coming in is Hernandez. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Digging in now for the Yankees, Gleyber Torres. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away. Tyler Wade will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 14.
Well, we talked about him earlier, but Torres did not have a productive outing at the plate in this one.
No, he didn't, but you know what? He turned in some quality ABs, made some loud contact, and that's really all you can ask for in this game. It's tough not to be frustrated by a game like this, guys, but if you're him, he's got to do a little soul searching right here and focus on the positive, the process, as opposed to the results today.
Around the same time, I'm at X and Ski. If the clan ain't hit, then we just might be the ones that have it all in our reach. 2017, I had no place to sleep. 2018, Taboo 1-3 was the best that people ever heard from me. When you get pure pain, I'ma just make heat. 2019, been good and bleak. Cut off the locks, new look, same me. Used to chase my dreams, not a dream chase me. Chase my dream, chase my dream. Chase my dream, chase my dream, chase my dream.
Royalty so skin deep, melanin carry through heat. Papa was a soldier, spit a whole life over shoulder. Both were my village, I told ya. Both were proud of about 10 kids, about 10 knees, about 10 feet. School was about 10 Ks, D's getting faded, hope getting faded. Eight, no lights flashing, the figure was a dream. Providing for the dream, just to hope I saw beam. It's very man. My parents had to take care of me, made sure opinions were heard, cause it was scary. Did the kid things, I was looking in the back when I thought I wasn't heard. Decided to take back taking.
Anything that the world has not seen was a dream. When I turn 19, chase my dreams.
Next to bat for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna. Bases are loaded in front of him, so a real opportunity for him to put a dent in that 3-run deficit. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Nope, that's the ball.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
2 balls and a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
And he comes back to get him, so a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Last half of the 7th here. That'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Acuna is there, and he'll bring this one in. Now with the plate is Aaron Hicks. His history with Josh Tomlin, not great. He's 1 for 8. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Looking up Acuna. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going as they open it up to 6-2 now.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this is foul tipped at the plate right off the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Acuna is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. And now in the box, Luke Boyd. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's now 6-2 New York. Now into the box is Freddie Freeman. Lifetime versus this arm. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Ready. Here's the first pitch. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. One away for the Braves here in inning number 8. And that'll bring up the big RBI bat of Marcell Ozuna. First pitch on its way. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot. Time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Ready on 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Oh, and an ugly swing there. It's 0-1. Fouled off. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. And he got him. Down in order go the Braves. They still trail here. It's 6-2. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. His history with Josh Tomlin, he's 2 for 4. He also has 1 home run. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 of this series.
The 0-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Acuna's there for it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Glacier.
Ready to take his axe again. Clint Frazier blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat. First delivery to him. Hit to third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. They lead it 6-2. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
First pitch on the way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. For his career in this matchup, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. Dansby Swanson waits on deck. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. Digging in next, Dansby Swanson. He flew out in his last debut. And a ball 1-0. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Ready with the 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Ball 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Jake Lamb standing in now. Fouled away. No hits to this point. One and one to count to Jake Lamb.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Hit softly down the line at first. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Albies, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. From the stretch. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner, 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
From the stretch. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Another 2-2 offering. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Lamb swings, and it's hit very well out to right. Judge looks up, and that one is gone.
Love that swing right there. You got to play to the park's advantages, and in Yankee Stadium, everyone knows fly balls to right field and up in the seats, and that's exactly where that pitch.
Zach Britton answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. In now, Austin Riley, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. In previous meetings with Britton over the years, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Now the 0-1. Britton is about as stingy as they come in terms of a bullpen arm. He's proven very difficult to hit, and it's a rarer thing still to see multiple hits against him.
Yeah, Matty V, and you wonder why it's so hard to score off of this guy. He's nearly impossible to get 3 or 4 hits in an inning to score a run. He keeps his walks per 9 innings is really down, and you look at his hits per 9 innings pitch, it's no wonder why this guy's one of the top relievers in the game right now.
3-1 now.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now back.
So a runner at first now with 1 away. And up next will be Christian Pache. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Final strike for the Braves. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. If you've just joined us, this is a story of a pitcher who's got his club in a rare and exciting situation. Heidi, can you offer some insight without violating any baseball taboos?
Well, I don't want to jinx a masterful pitching performance by saying any kind of certain words out loud, but let me just draw your attention to the number in the opposing team's hit column. Here's a hint. The number looks like a bagel, maybe a donut. Is this performance going to go down in the record books, Matt?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So here's Trey Mancini. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the seventh.
Hey, this is where you go up there and you just focus on doing your job. Turn the scoreboard off in your head. I know you're down a lot, but you have to have one quality at bat followed by another quality at bat. Don't give any outs away. No ABs go unnoticed right here.
The cutter runs outside, ball one.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. A ball and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
Down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And he strikes him out here, so that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Now batting.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. As Kluber's able to get ahead of him here with strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Here we go, guys. Let's go.
The 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
He didn't get him to offer at that pitch right there, but that big 12-6 curveball is definitely part of the reason he's having such good success in this one.
Is 1 and 2.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Fouled away.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
When you're this deep into a start, it can be really exhausting and annoying when a hitter makes you work as hard as he did right there. He got the strikeout, that's great, but he's probably thinking, get that guy out of here.
Now batting. Number 24.
Get down.
Stepping in now, DJ Stewart.
That's
A ball and no strikes. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
1-1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
On the run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They're in a wee bit of a hole, down 17-0. Now, Freddie Galvis. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Nah, they just haven't had much of an answer, Matty. They've been off balance and baffled all game. He's got a nice, comfortable lead. You have to think he's going to pound the strike zone. But here, get aggressive.
Here's the first pitch. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one. Galvis behind 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location, because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Now batting, number 31.
To the plate now, Cedric Mullins. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
We got one here.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Mullins is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First delivery to him. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. No runs, no hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. up the middle. Torres picks it up. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. So close. But with one swing of the bat, the no-hit bid ends here with 2 out in the 8th. Still a remarkable pitching performance nonetheless.
Oh, it sure is, Matty V. Boy, you get that part of the game as a pitcher into the 8th inning. It's hard not to look past getting that last out, thinking about the 9th zero, but they made him pay here with 2 outs in the 8th.
Yeah, he's thrown the ball so good, Dan. He's worked all sides, in and out, up, down, all quadrants covered. Be interesting to see if he toes the slab in the 9th or if they hand this over to the bullpen.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
High in the air down the right field line. Gardner is there, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. 1 left for the Orioles, and they remain well behind.
There's a strange wind blowing.
Austin Hayes the next to bat, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Swing and a liner. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their 2nd hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
Into the box, Yolmer Sanchez. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
The designated hitter.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And that's in there, base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Obviously, as a pitcher, he wants to finish what he started. But when you have that pitch count north of 115 pitches, you have to be concerned about his health and the wear and tear on his arm. Might have to take him out of this one really soon.
The third baseman.
And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. At the plate, Pat Valaika, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit out towards second. And that's through for a hit. Will hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found a hole, period, the end.
At the plate now, DJ Stewart, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Hey, roll up here now.
Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. In now for the O's, Freddie Galvis struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch on the way.
Galvis.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
2 down here.
Baltimore down to their final strike. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Right now, baby. Let's go.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, Dan, we almost saw history today with a no-hitter. But even though that wasn't meant to be, they did get the win.
Yeah, D-Roll, and that's ultimately the important thing. It was a transcendent pitching performance for most of the game. It was a thrill to see him come so close to the no-no, and a win like this will surely give his team a lift.
One shot is never enough. I just wait for this to go into circles. And the distance from my room is anything so necessary. I was thinking about that thing that you said last night. So boring.
The Yanks have come storming out of the gate this season. And for more on this fast start, let's check in with our field reporter, Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, these guys entered the season with the expectations of being a front runner, and boy, have they lived up to it so far. The players tell me they are locked in and challenging each other not to set limits on just how good they can be. If they can keep winning at anywhere near the torrid pace they've set, they can expect to create significant separation from the rest of the field.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now to bat, Clint Frazier. Potential tying run for him at third base.
Frazier.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 this series.
Swing and a liner into right center. That's going to be a base hit. In comes the runner from third, and we are tied here in the 8th.
You know, Dero, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings. So that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Lined hard to center field. Jones is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. We've played 8 full, and we are all tied 5-5. Striding in is Jeimer Candelario. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Ready with the 0-1.
Account 1-1.
Tried to get that one airborne, but it's 1-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Here comes the 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
And here's Renato Nunez. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. He's set. The 0-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what.
Ready with the 0-2. Strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. This remains a 5-all ball game. Now to the plate, here is Kyle Higashioka. He doubled his last time up.
Kyle Higashioka.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Goodrum is there for it. 1 out.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, DJ LeMahieu flew out last time up. First offering on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mazara's on his horse, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on it because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Buck Farmer is called upon to get the final 2 outs of the 9th and send this one into extra innings. Tyler Wade will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Pinch running at first for the Yankees. Number 14, Tyler Wade.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Game on the line here, and a ball deep in the gap would make this place explode. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And he just manages to get his hand in. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. Towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
The batter was
now at the plate, Aaron Hicks. He could make these fans go nuts and secure the win if he can place a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Jones able to track it down for the 3rd out. 1 left for the Yankees. Our score holds at 5 apiece. Tyler Wade will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 14, Tyler Wade.
We are into extra innings, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Jonathan Scope. Here's the first pitch, and that misses ball 1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting his seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
The 1-1 pitch. Got him reaching there. Strike 2.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves, Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
Hard ground ball to third. And this gets right under his glove. A costly mistake there. Nunez is digging for home. And the runner will score from second. And the second run will score as well.
Man, I'm not sure I've ever seen a play like that before. To say that error was costly would be a big understatement. Looked like a circus act out there.
Here's the first pitch to him. Wilson Ramos is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Again, another foul ball. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
And it's fouled away. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to...
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. So they wind up with a couple of gift. Jose Cisneros. Ready for the bottom of the 10th here, and digging in is the veteran DH, Giancarlo Stanton. First delivery to him. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. In his career, Stanton carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Here it comes, 1-0.
That pitch is out.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Set and the 2-1 pitch
into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. That makes it 7-6 now.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
In now, Luke Voigt. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Mazara's on the move, and this will kick off the base of the wall. And they keep rolling here. They're runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roy. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that right ball with that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even know it's where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
The second for one, back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
Daniel Norris, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill.
Number 44, Daniel.
Standing in now, Clint Frazier. Now a ball popped up behind the plate for Ramos. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs. Harold Castro is going to grab a bat now. Chad Green takes the mound to start the 11th inning. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball one. Green is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty D. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
Here's the first pitch. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch is a called strike. The throw.
What's that saying? You play to win the game? Well, that was a big roll of the dice to steal third. But it looks pretty genius now that it worked out. Now they just need to execute at the plate and get that go-ahead run home.
Fastball called for strike two.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Roy. With the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Roy?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. And he has just given them the lead late as